The fourth step in this process of obtaining titles is that you contact your solicitor. The solicitor contacts the titles office, and so by the time you reach the lockup stage, you already have your titles in place. Now, it is not necessary that you have to have the construction completed in order to obtain the titles, and you can do that even before you start construction, but there's a different process where you have to go through a section 173 agreement with the council in Victoria. And what that section, in a nutshell, that section 173 agreement does is that you're basically saying that you are going to build exactly what the plans as per the approved plans. So in situations where planning permit has been issued for development on the land, an application can be made to subdivide the land without commencing development. When making such an application, a written statement must be submitted with the planning permit application to council, outlining that the land is to be developed after the subdivision takes place. Council may issue a planning permit for subdivision in such circumstances, subject to a permit condition requiring the owner to enter into section 173 with the council, which requires that only the approved development will be built on the land once the separate titles have been issued. This agreement is made under the Planning and Whatever Act. Consent to the issue of statement of compliance from Oil Servicing Authority is still required. It's the same process, even though there is no actual construction on the site. Drainage and driveway works may need to be bonded with the civil engineer. If you want to find out more about how the land titles and all are done, have a look at this site that gives you examples of all different kinds of plan of subdivisions. There are different kind of plan of subdivision, from multi-story building subdivision to plan of subdivision for overlapping easements, and different examples that you can have a look at. There's another site that I included about land subdivision. I've actually never done land subdivision, but I'm confident enough that if someday I was to do it, it's not rocket science. The reason I don't get into land subdivision is because if I was to hold something for a period of time, I can't actually rent the land, and I do not want to be in a situation where something happens and I can't even rent the land that I'm holding. So I'm not interested to pursue land subdivision at this stage. However, if you do want to find out what happens under land subdivision, this is a good article that talks about land subdivision 101 that you can read. It's on this website, and it goes into quite a bit of detail. However, if you ever get stuck with this, always get in touch with the land surveyor, and a land surveyor will point you in the right direction of what you need to do. You would, however, do a financial feasibility on land subdivision just the way you would do a financial feasibility on any project.